Crossbow, profilebaru.com. For other uses, see Crossbow, disambiguation, 16th century crossbow with steel prod, Germany, 21st century hunting compound crossbow. A crossbow is a ranged weapon using an elastic launching device consisting of a bow-like assembly called a prod, mounted horizontally on a main frame called a tiller, which is handheld in a similar fashion to the stock of a long firearm. Crossbows shoot arrow-like projectiles called bolts or quarrels. A person who shoots crossbow is called a crossbowman or an arbalist, after the arbalist, a European crossbow variant used during the 12th century. Crossbows and bows use the same launch principle, but an archer must maintain a bow's draw by pitching the bowstring with fingers, pulling it back with arm and back muscles and then holding that form in order to aim. This demands significant physical strength. A crossbow has a locking mechanism to maintain the draw, limiting the shooter's exertion to pulling the string into the lock and then releasing the shot by depressing a lever/trigger. This enables a crossbowman to handle more draw weight, and to hold it with significantly less physical strain, thus potentially achieving better precision. The earliest known crossbows were made in the 1st millennium BC, not later than the 7th century BC in ancient China, and not later than the 1st century AD in Greece, as the gastrophetes. 2. 3. Crossbows brought about a major shift in the role of projectile weaponry in wars, such as during Qin's unification wars, and later the Han campaigns against northern nomads and western states. The medieval European crossbow was called by many names, including crossbow itself. Most of these names derived from the word ballista, an ancient Greek torsion siege engine similar in appearance but different in design principle. 4. In modern times, firearms have largely supplanted bows and crossbows as weapons of warfare. However, crossbows still remain widely used for competitive shooting sports and hunting, or for relatively silent shooting. 5. Terminology: a crossbowman or crossbow maker is sometimes called an arbalista, arbalist or arbalist. The last two are also used to refer to the crossbow. 6. Arrow, bolt and quarrel are all suitable terms for crossbow projectiles. The lath, also called the prod, is the bow of the crossbow, according to W.F. Peterson. The prod came into usage in the 19th century as a result of mistranslating rod in a 16th century list of crossbow effects. The stock is the wooden body on which the bow is mounted, although the medieval tiller is also used. The lock refers to the release mechanism, including the string, sears, trigger lever, and housing. Construction: Qin and Western Han Dynasty crossbow trigger pieces. Medieval European crossbow nut mechanism. Nut. String. Quarrel. Trigger. 16th century crossbow nut excavated at Harburger Schlossstrasse, Hamburg, Germany. A crossbow is essentially a bow mounted on an elongated frame, called a tiller or stock, with a built-in mechanism that holds the drawn bow string, as well as a trigger mechanism which is used to release the string.